Hey guys, Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. Today I'm just going to give you a little market commentary and then move on to the grades that I got from NGC on those Morgans that I inherited. So that'll be right after a little bit of market commentary here. What you see is a picture of one of the slabbed Carson cities that I was able to obtain from my brother-in-law's inheritance. I picked up as many as I could afford, and then sold the rest to the coin shop. So I decided to have them graded, and we'll see that in a second. All right, on the markets, well, we had 2 days of very intense selling. Yesterday, that was accompanied with a 1,000-point drop in the Dow, and of course, spiking interest rates. So what I think is, I've noticed that the GSR is pegged at 80, and I think gold is at support here. So if gold can hold support, I think silver is an excellent buy at this point. If you can get the lower premiums, I would not pay a $4 premium for generic silver. So you have to wait for those deals, but I'm thinking gold is going to hold here, and I'm thinking the GSR at 80 is going to hold here, and I think silver is a buy, I think gold is a buy, and I think platinum is a buy. But you judge accordingly. We do get these smackdowns from time to time, and it happened to coordinate with a spike up to nearly 3% on the 10-year, and at one point, the 5-year and the 10-year yield inverted, something like 2.6 to 2.7 on the 2-year. So I don't really expect interest rates to keep going up a lot further on the 10-year. So I think we could see a reversal. Then again, we could be headed for the big market drop. Of course, I've been predicting this downtrend for some time now in the stock market, and eventually we'll get the big spike down, I think. But I don't think this is it. I don't think we're quite there yet. So I'm expecting rallies next week, and we'll just have to see if that's correct. Of course, I haven't sold anything. A lot of pain in the silver and gold miner space. So just when I was feeling great about all of those gains, they came back and robbed some of those back from me. But I was able to increase position size on the market dip, and I think it's still a good place to be. Silver, gold miners, silver and gold and platinum. All right, that's enough about the markets. This stuff happens, and don't let it discourage you. We just have to move forward. Of course, everybody had to pay their taxes. Everybody's losing money in everything these days. And actually, wasn't that bad compared to the general market. Did you see Netflix? Are you watching Google? Are you watching HCA Healthcare? Are you watching the market get eviscerated? Well, that's people's money, billions and billions of it going up in thin air, at least for right now. All right, let's move on to the fun part. And first, I want to talk a little bit about this inheritance. You guys saw the video, a lot of you watched it, about a pretty large inheritance from my brother-in-law that was split up among the siblings. I was able to obtain as much as I could afford based on what the LCS offered for these slabbed Blanchard Morgans. The Carson cities, I think he was somewhere around 100 to 150, maybe $200 on one of them. And I just was not, I had to rescue those from that lowball offer. Of course, Blanchard only indicated that these were MS60 plus. Okay, so that puts them in the gem category, but of course there's a big difference between a 60 and a 65, and I just had to find out. So I went ahead and picked up a membership to NGC, which I haven't had for years and years. It's way too expensive. And I submitted all these Morgans as well as some Morgans of my own that were purchased on eBay, and you'll want to stick around for that reveal. and also some other modern numismatics that I wanted to have graded. And let's get a look at what the coins looked like in the slab, and what the grades that came back from NGC. All right, hold on. All right, here is the first one. This is an 1881 Carson City. So you can take a look at that there, see what you think the grade might be. And you can also go back to that video, which I will link if you want to see moving video of some of those coins. But this is the 1881 Carson City. Here we have the 1878, also MS60 plus, and get a good look at that, see what you think that grade might be. All right, moving on. Here is the reverse of that 1878 Carson City, which had some really cool toning around the rim. I don't know if that black spot was on the coin or not, but we'll see how that graded. And finally, here's a really beautiful 1883 Carson City. Take a good look, see what you think the grade would be. I am unable to discern grades at this quality level. I just don't have the skill or the eyes to do it. But I know some of you are real experts at this. And I think everyone probably would have said grading these makes a lot of sense. I possibly could have sold them on eBay, but I really kind of wanted them for my collection, which I do. I collect the Morgans in the slabs. So rather than sell them, I wanted to see what they were. And I don't know a lot about Blanchard. I don't think they slab coins anymore. I don't even know if they're around. But let's get on to the unboxing and see what NGC gave me.
There is the box from NGC. We've got quite a few things to go through here. So let's get to it. And I will try to start with the inherited Carson cities. So let me get you situated here in a place that you can see. And let's get going. I just have to figure out which one to start with. I think they're over here. This order was placed quite a long time ago. I want to say over 2 months ago. Anyway, but this had to go into the premium pricing category. And you'll see that if you think that your coin's value is over a couple $100, then you're going to have to pay through the nose to get the grading. But let's go ahead and just get into the reveal. Here is the first Blanchard coin. Whoa, MS63. That is 1881. Let me see if I can get you a close-up. Wow, that's really pretty, huh? That's that one with the toning. So MS63, so Blanchard did not lie. It was definitely an MS60 plus. Of course, you know, I hoped for 65s, but not being an expert in grading. Now look at the cartwheels on that. Wow, that's pretty. I'm sure you'll want to see the reverse. Let's see if that toning came through. A little bit. That's a beautiful coin. I'm going to enjoy having that in the collection. Okay, that's the first one, an MS63. Here is the next one. Oh, another MS63. This is the 1878. Also, a little toning around the rim. I don't mind that at all, although I am kind of a blast white guy in my collection, but I think some people would really like that one. MS63. Very pretty. I mean, that is a coin worth keeping, and of course, Carson cities and all Morgans have appreciated substantially recently. Will they continue? Gosh, I guess. Oh, and there we go, MS63. Well, somehow, these are all coming up at 63. Now, of course, I had to crack them out of the slab. NGC will not cross over I think anything but a PCGS or an NGC slab. God, that coin is beautiful. Now, for me, I'm a little surprised that's an MS-63. And honestly, I was a little concerned about NGC having all of their staffing problems, and would I get a newbie to grade these? And I don't know. But nice, authentic coin, beautiful cartwheels. That's the advantage of some of these older slabs is, they haven't been messed with as much. All right, and the last one, 1884, and it is an MS-63. I don't know, man. Maybe they just penciled in 63 on everything. Not much wrong with that coin. Maybe it's on the reverse. Oh, a little subtle toning around the edges. Those are beautiful. Now, typically I collect an MS-64, but to have MS-63 Carson Cities, that's a score. That's a real score. Pardon me, I got to sneeze. All right, so how did you do on your guesses for the grades? Did anybody guess MS-63? I know I didn't show you all four of them, but were you guessing lower, guessing higher? I guess it would make sense that Blanchard would have pulled out any super, super nice 64s or 65s. But in the old days, I think you got a more of a fair shake. These days, I think you're less likely to find an underrated gem, among the modern slabbed coins. They've all been slabbed and reslabbed. I hear some people resubmit several times trying to find that perfect grade that could double the value of your coin. The total value of all these on eBay, unless there's particular eye appeal to an investor, about $2,000 is the total resale on eBay at this grade level. So definitely a good move having those graded, although it did take forever. Okay, let's move on to not that. Let's move on to my submission. Now, my submission were coins that were all purchased on eBay, and these were Carson Cities. And when I was buying my Morgans, of course, you could pick up a slabbed MS-64 Morgan for $50, $60 all day long. But at one point, I bought some Carson Cities because I knew I wanted to have prime examples in my collection. But I bought them raw, and I'm going to tell you who the seller was as well. But these were 4 Carson Cities purchased raw on eBay quite a few years ago, and they were in the $200 to $400 range at the time, being MS+++, wow, etc. But no indication there were any problems with the coins, right? So anyway, here's how this turned out, and I'm just going to show you all 4. I had to submit these because I always had a question mark, and I want you to notice how clearly you can see the difference that this has been cleaned or whizzed or whatever you call it. This came back 1883 Carson City, uncirculated details, clearly cleaned. It still has good value, but after years and years, certainly no more than I paid, in some cases a little less. They take good photographs, they use a lot of adjectives, but uncirculated coins, high value coins on eBay, I'd like you to be very careful with. Very careful with. Beautiful, beautiful coin, but somebody took it upon themselves to whiz that a few too many times. And here is number 2. 1882 Carson City, same thing. And, I don't know, is there a cartwheel on that? I don't know, it's just too perfect. Now, what a shame that a coin that perfect. God, you're not really getting... The light came in here and just ruined my shot. Hold on. Damn it. What a shame that a coin that perfect had to be cleaned. I think you even got a little toning down there on the bottom. But, you know, I mean, couple $100, maybe a little more. But no appreciation and even some losses. I think one of these I paid even more than that. Here's an 1884. Same detail, same deals. Can you struggle to find a cartwheel? I don't know. Again, that was not my expertise at the time, and I thought I was getting a deal on some Carson cities. So I think they easily identified these as all cleaned, and I just want to encourage you to be very careful buying raw, high-value coins on eBay from sellers. And the reason, AU details, oh, that's an AU. So, you know, this wasn't even worth the $200 I paid for it. It's only an AU, but take a good photograph and put a lot of adjectives in there, and you could potentially sell an AU cleaned Morgan for a fair amount of money. And I was the guy that did that. Of course, it's been so many years that you know, I don't think I'd get a refund at this point. And I think the value has come up to about what I paid, with the exception of one, which I believe he really pumped and didn't come back any better than any of the others. So there it is. The name of this seller on eBay is Rojo. Rojo. And if you see him, avoid him, delete him from your list. Generally, you know, he's got buy it now and then, you know, a really high buy it now price. And if you make a low offer, you're going to get the coin. There's a tip off. So just watch out for that. Watch out for that. Watch out for sellers that take really good pictures and you know, make claims. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you is the reason you know, that I felt comfortable is the feedback was all perfect. 100% feedback. Everybody really happy with their coins. So I think that just goes to show you how many amateurs, like me back then, are buying coins and thinking they look just great when, in fact, the value has been decimated by cleaning. So do watch out for that, and watch out for that particular seller. All right, the next, this is going to be the last set of coins I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can figure out what this is, but these I think were beautiful coins. I've been very disappointed in the marketplace for these. This is the Seymour Panther, first proof coin in the release of the Tudor Beasts, and this came back. So I decided to submit these. I bought a few of them, and really have not been making any money on the resales because they didn't catch on. Now with the second proof release, the Lion, the Panther seems to be in more demand, and I decided to have this one cleaned. Have this one graded. Pretty reasonable on the modern numismatics. PF70 Ultra Cameo, Seymour Panther. That's nice. I submitted 6 in total. Let's see how they came out. 1 ounce and 2 ounce. Another PF70. So the quality is there on the Panther. So can't complain about that. These will be for sale. And for anybody that's looking for a graded slabs full set of the Tudor Beasts, which I think will do okay, but boy, it sure didn't catch on very fast. There's a runt of the litter, 69, Ultra Cameo. They're definitely Ultra Cameo. So that is a 69. And then I submitted 2 of the 2 ounce, which are in pretty short supply. they are, they don't have that many of the 2 ounce, so I thought that would be a winner. And it came back 69. I was hoping for a 70 on these. 69, 2 ounce Ultra Cameo, Seymour Panther. And the last one is 69. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do too well on the 2 ounce. Basically, you want a 69 or a 70, or you've wasted your time. And even the 69s, often it's hard to get your money back on. But the slabbed market is very, very hot. I don't typically slab coins. I just don't want to mess around with it, and I have a hard time figuring out what the good ones are. But in this case, I'm happy I did submit these, even though it took 2-3 months to get them back. The market is heating up on the Seymour Panther, and really like the bullion coins. Hopefully you bought a lot of the BU Lion, the 2 ounce Lion. That was a no-brainer. And maybe the prices have come down now that spot has been crushed a little bit. All right, that is the video for the day. So give me your thoughts on how those Carson Cities graded. What do you think about my cleaned Morgans? How stupid was I? Yes, I have made mistakes. That is one of my bigger mistakes, because had those actually been what I thought they were, MS63 or so, that stack of Morgans would have also been worth $2,000 as opposed to $800. All right, so you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Don't outsmart yourself. Don't think you're getting a deal. There are people out there ready to grab your money. All right, guys. Well, I hope you keep the faith. I hope you hold on to your silver, and hope we get a bounce next week, eh? But if we don't, put on those buying shoes and do some buying. All right. See you guys. Bye.